Welcome, guys. Hi, welcome back, guys. I feel like we just did this, or we've been doing it all week. Wow. I feel like I haven't taken a breath yet, and we haven't stopped, but that's okay because that's what we're doing here. We have so many things to cover and so many fun things to cover tonight. I have a few surprises. One's going to be Steve from Faces by Bravo. He's showing up, Bravo historian, fellow one. And we have a surprise announcement at the end of this show. So guys, you have to, if you're already in the room, make sure you like this video, share it. You guys know how this works. And that way we can get more eyes on it. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to share an exciting surprise announcement with you guys. What else, guys? So today we also hit 9,000 subscribers. You guys know what that means. Soon enough, we're going to hit 1,000 more, which means 10,000 subscribers. If you're not familiar with YouTube and how the partner program works, at 10,000 subscribers, I get to open up a merch store. So what that means is we're going to open up a merch store to give back to bullying. I'm going to pick a few cool designs, just like this Up and Adam shirt, Up and Adam Live. Thank you, Aunt Cherie. Just a little bit of a shout out. We're going to open up a merch store and give back to anti-bullying because obviously when I started this YouTube, you guys know that I had a few experiences with some bad commenters. Bye, Jolene. And we're going to turn a negative into a positive. But before, guys, we jump into this awesome Super Bravo Tuesday, Super Bravo Live Tuesday, and jump in with Steve from Faces by Bravo and cover all of our cool topics, I did want to address something because it wouldn't be right if I didn't. Right now, in Northern California and also in the Gulf Coast and on the East Coast, there's so many devastations. So it's crazy right now. A lot of people are losing homes and a lot of animals are losing homes. So just respectfully, if we can send love, light, and prayers to everybody, we don't want to see anybody go through anything like that. So just, let's think about them, take a moment of silence for them and, just send our love. They need it. It doesn't hurt, Oh, yeah. Wait, and I also have this awesome giveaway that I'm giving away. So I guess I was a little bit ambitious, guys. I was hoping that we were going to hit 50,000 views on the giveaway. Okay, so I reached for the stars. We might not hit 50,000 views, and that's okay because I have so many people who commented. And if that's not the case, then in September, we'll just pick a lucky winner. We don't necessarily have to hit the 50,000 views because whoever does win this, we have to book the vacation by April 30th and complete the vacation by then. So I want to give you time to be able to book your vacation. All right. So let's get started. We have to cover Below Deck tonight. Malia and Tom, I think they broke up because they unfollowed each other. We're going to go over Dorinda and her exit from Real Housewives of New York, which some people are saying that she quit. I personally think she was fired. I don't think it was a mutual thing. Usually housewives don't walk away. I know that some of them have, but usually they don't. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the sham tweet. I got so excited thinking the B is back. We're going to talk about it. And of course, we all believed it. She tweeted and said, hey, I went shopping for some jewelry. She spelled jewelry wrong. I thought she was drinking and tweeting. And voila, she said, I snagged a diamond. She did it. It was a fake tweet. So we're going to talk about it. Whew, lot to talk about. I have a lot of energy tonight, guys, and I haven't had any espresso. All right, guys, before a few callers get in, 110 in the room already. Guys, like this video. Let's keep going. Thank you guys all for the support. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Below Deck. Tom starts with, and if you guys watched this last night, Tom starts with, I've made a big mistake. So Malia brought her chef boyfriend in, Tom. Tom is not, I guess, apparently used to working without a sous chef. I guess that's what we're picking up on this episode. So Tom is freaking out. He doesn't have the help. He doesn't have the help that he's used to, that is. Kiko always had a great attitude, but of course that doesn't work for reality TV. So let's add Tom in and have him fight a little bit with Malia and give us the show that we originally asked for when we were waiting for Below Deck Med, I guess. It was interesting because Tom went on this whole cussing rant for Pete's sake. Well, actually not for Pete's sake because Pete's fired too. So maybe I won't use that, but that could just be karma. And Malia's helping him sous chef. Everything's going wrong. Bugsy throws away the potato. Malia's trying to help him. She's trying to calm him down and saying that he's freaking out. Malia, if this guy can't get it under control and he's saying that his whole reputation is at risk, I think he's pretty much a big boy. He can handle himself. But I have a feeling that he kind of feels embarrassed. If you guys have ever met a chef in your life, their egos are through the roof. And that's no disrespect to any chefs. I've met a few in my day and they're awesome. They're super talented. And what they do is an art, a culinary art. but their egos and their attitudes are through the roof. And Tom's no different. I think we all just saw that. So I don't know. I was doing some digging yesterday. I was watching on the TV below deck, and all of a sudden Jason's sitting next to me and he's going through and he's looking at Instagram and he's like, hey, did you notice this? And I said, notice what? He said, Malia unfollowed Tom and Tom unfollowed Malia. And I was like, no way. Obviously, we know TLC and Bravo, you can't announce if you've had a breakup before the show actually ends airing. You're going to breach your contract, and they make a lot of money. They're not going to lose their money over like an announcement like that. But they are still young, you know? So if they did break up and they don't want to follow each other or each other watching what they're doing, they could easily just go ahead and block each other and set a profile to private. Easily, right? They're not following each other. Nothing's confirmed, but nothing's denied. I don't know. And everything's kind of going wrong for Tom. He put out raw food, which he says wasn't raw, it was poached. Obviously, for the second and third time that he sent out poached food, they don't want that. They want grilled, fried, and whatever else food. The guy's actually kind of a Jack ASS. I can't say that on YouTube, but if you see him running around, he has like a Speedo with an elephant on it. He tells the belly dancer that, actually he didn't tell her. He asked her, where's your monkey? This guy's so absolutely inappropriate, and he just thinks he's having a good time, but I think the guy's a creep. I think anybody else watching this would think this guy's a creep. He's just a weirdo. And even the girl who's saying when she's bending over and he's taking the photos of, you know, her bent over, looking over the rocks and everything. And she's like, put it on portrait mode. It gets a better picture. It gets a better quality. Listen, these are two peas in a pod. This is the cuckoo cachoo train right here. They're off the chain. This guy's nuts. Roxy, that's what he's yelling at Bugsy, and Bugsy's holding a good attitude. She's not going to break. Bugsy finally got her 3 stripes, and she's Chief Stew now. So she's not going to let this guy take that away from her or anybody else. She's trying to uphold this, I'm Bugsy, I can handle it, even though this is the biggest motor yacht I've ever been on, and I only have 1 stew. Usually you have 3 or 4. I'm going to do this. I can handle it. We'll see, Bugsy. We'll see if you crack. I don't think Alex is going to let her, though. But I did want to ask you guys, before we get off of this whole below deck topic and we go into RHONY and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, do you think Malia is being a little bit harder on the crew because of her conflict with Tom? Maybe taking her frustrations out on them? Because when I was watching, I see her go back and forth with Tom, especially about the unbalanced glasses going to a beach picnic. She got a little sassy about that, which is fair. He's giving a little bit of attitude too. And I feel like she thinks I gave you an opportunity and he thinks you're making me look like an ASS. But there's a double standard here. All of the Bravo fans are calling out this one thing. Hey boys, you effers. Malia, this was one of your biggest problems with Pete. Pete wasn't addressing you professionally the way that you wanted to be addressed, and here we are today. Pete's been called out by Captain Sandy, but why aren't you being called out? Captain Sandy said the way that they're treating her and kind of reluctantly not listening to Malia, it looks insubordinate. But a lot of people are saying, Captain Sandy, we're watching you time after time again take Malia's side, and why are you doing that? I think you guys can't be too hard on Captain Sandy yet. Because if you guys have seen the trailer for the upcoming episodes, you see that Captain Sandy's about to crack the whip on Malia. Malia says Tom's about to walk off the boat, and Captain Sandy says, let him. Obviously, this is the point where Captain Sandy's going to expect from Malia, from her to step up and show that she can be a captain and just kind of hold her position and not let emotions get in the way. What I'm curious to see is if Malia can do that. Because she's worked so hard this season to prove herself as a female bosun, take the lead, grab the reins, and kind of take control over the situation, right? But when you start adding a love interest in, things get a little bit rocky. And that's what's happening. I get excited because as much as I love Chef Kiko, and God, he's got to call in one day. He's going to be in here soon. Maybe not today, but you never know when he's going to call in. I do see why they kind of switched up the chefs, because Tom's bringing the drama. It's the drama that we need. It's every chef that we've seen before on Below Deck, and their bad attitudes. They're fighting with the chief stew. They're fighting with the crew, or they get butthurt when something comes out and it's not sauteed, flip-flop, or flambéed right. It's just they're not into it. They don't like it, and they get their egos hurt. That's why I said these guys have huge egos. Guys, 172 in the room. Let's hit 200. Everybody hit like on this. And hold on, I just got a super sticker. I want to acknowledge it. Dude, Malia called the men boys. How degrading. And that means I should call them guys. Wait, Is that, I mean, they should call them guys, not boys. I infers that they're not men. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And it's true. She really shouldn't call them boys, especially if she's asking them not to call her something. I just got a message, and I'm wondering if it's from Steve. It's not from Steve. I'm going to take a sip, guys. We're about to cover Real Housewives of New York. I have Steve calling in any minute from Faces by Bravo. He's probably going to call in between 6:10 and 6:15. Let's start. Had to take a sip of that. And guys, again, we have the big announcement at the end, so stick around because I have to ask your guys' opinion about something. This is exciting. You guys asked, and I think you shall receive. You know, I think I should give you something that you're asking for. But before, let's hit Real Housewives of New York. Thank you, Alabama Camper, for the super sticker. Okay, guys, Dorinda has announced her exit, and everyone's a little bit confused. The only thing that they're confused about is, did Dorinda quit or was she fired? So the rumor is that Dorinda, along with her bad behavior and insane drinking this season, we've watched it. No offense, Dorinda. We've all had our moments. And Leah was hanging like Tarzan from the curtains, and we all watched that too. So again, no offense, Dorinda. But apparently she wilded out at the reunion. I guess those in-person reunions really deliver. It's probably something that we didn't get to see from the other reunions that were all via Zoom. And this is exciting because they get to be face-to-face and people are going to be called out and held accountable. And you guys know that these women have been sitting in during a quarantine, a pandemic, and they've been stewing on this. They're ready and they've been waiting and they've just been going nuts. Like, what am I going to say? How am I going to fight back? Am I going to be dirty? Am I going to go up when they go under? Whatever they say that, they're just trying to calculate how they're going to act at this. And I'm sure Leah's going to deliver because even though this is her first reunion, she's sassy and she's on top of it. But what the rumor is that Dorinda came to the reunion and was just kind of insane. So if you guys watched the last reunion for Real Housewives of Orange County, Vicki Gunvalson went nuts. She started slamming doors, slamming fitting room doors, and she was all over the place. She was screaming, "It's my show. I won't take a friend role," slamming the door. "You're really going to take me off the couch last?" I mean, it was nuts. She was all over the place, and that gets you fired. You're getting a seven-figure contract. You're getting a seven-figure contract to fight with 6 other ladies at a table. You need to take it down a little bit, Vicki, because we might start calling you Chef Vicki or Chef Dorinda with an ego like that. And again, that's what gets you fired. But Dorinda posted a very humble message on Instagram, and she said, guys, this was an awesome time of my life. It helped me really get through after my husband passed away, and that she had some amazing memories, that she made amazing memories, that she made it nice, and yeah, clit. That's how she ended it. But again, guys, all you guys want to know is, what is the cast shakeup for? Why is Dorinda gone? And who's going to replace her? Everyone's saying that there's going to be a cast shakeup in, I'm just thinking that Luann, Ramona, or Sonia, one of them are probably thinking that they're next. Obviously, nobody's safe at this point with Housewives and OGs getting cut left and right. This is like the year of the Bravo Leb melee. All of the OGs, like apparently Nini's out. We got rid of Vicki, Tamra, bye. We got rid of her. Now we're getting rid of Dorinda. Bethany obviously exited because she has bigger and better things going on. But we lost Tinsley. I know you guys don't care about that one, but we've lost so many people this year. So I feel like it's the melee. And then, of course, a couple people from tweets and other things that are controversial in the whole Bravo world. But again, 2020 is the year of the Bravo melee. It's been nuts. But the rumor is that Leah's bringing in fresh new faces. We're getting a diverse new crowd. Oh, I'm getting super stickers in here. I got to acknowledge them. Thank you, Grandma Scary, for the super sticker. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Angela, for the super sticker. I'm going to miss Dorinda. I love her drunk or sober. Oh, you guys are awesome. The year of the melee of the Bravo Lebs. I don't want to miss any of this, guys. Oh, and let me go ahead and drop I'm going to drop the call-in link, guys. 222 in the room. Everybody keep liking this, and we'll get more eyes in here. I dropped the link, so if you guys want to call in, we had so many awesome callers today, so call in. I have a few more topics to cover, and I'll start taking callers now. Eventually, if Steve or when Steve ends up calling in, I'm going to go ahead and pop him up just to get a few Bravo secrets and like insight from him, because I know that you guys love that stuff. But otherwise, yeah, just call in. And I want to know when you guys call in, who's next? Is it Ramona? Is it Luann? Or is it Sonia? Or do you think all three semi-OGs are safe? I'm curious.
Yeah.
Grandma Scary, welcome back.
Hey, you.
Hey.
I'm in my office.
You're in your office?
That's what I call it. My office.
Frank, I love that.
Frank and Murphy and Sophie. Yep, the office.
All right. Well, since you're in your office, Grandma Scary, you heard the news that Dorinda's getting cut. What are our thoughts?
I did. Okay.
What's our thought?
Here's my thought. Now, I did hear that they might do an all-star show, but that's for another time. Bravo needs to do something totally different. Okay, instead of just firing all these people and all this stuff. So each Bravo needs a coach, and they're going to be traded. Okay, so I want Ramona's crazy ass to go to Atlanta Housewives. They're not going to know what to do with her.
Oh
crazy
no, Grandma
white
Scary
girl with the crazy eyes.
No.
I want Nene, but Nene to go to Beverly Hills because she can take on Brandi. Okay?
You're giving us your all-star team.
Yep. I want Bethany to go to Potomac to take on Giselle. I want the OC to be all new gals. I don't like any of them. I want Rinna, Teddy, and Giovanna, and Vicky, and Sarah Palin to go to Alaska. The Real Housewives of Alaska.
Oh no.
With Sarah Palin. Yep.
No, Grandma Scary. I have Jamal is going nuts downstairs. I have to bring him up and see what he's saying. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and drop you down for a second and see what he's thinking about Dorinda.
No problem.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Look at all of these opinions. Jamal, I see you down. Wow. You're going nuts down there. So what's going on?
I think Dorinda was just asked not to return, so that's what happened. So, I mean, with Dorinda gone, Luann has to be gone because without Dorinda, Luann has no storyline because Giovanni's gone. What else does she have? So she's out the door. And I think Bravo is cleaning house to revamp all the shows. Did you watch OC season 1?
Yes.
Okay, so you remember they had every different type of housewife, and that's why it took off. You had Vicky, who had a job. You had Lori, who was broke and trying to come up. You had Joe, who was kept. You had Gina, who had kids, a husband, and worked. And then you had Kim, who was the Barbie doll with the breast implants. So they had a different archetype for the area. They've gone away from that. And I think they're just refreshing everything to get back to that. Now, with Beverly Hills, it's a little different. I think they got lucky. They need to scrap everyone but Garcelle, Denise, and Rinna because Okay, go ahead.
Hold your Beverly Hills. We got to cover that. I said, hold your Beverly Hills. We got to cover that.
So, yeah. Okay, so back to Dorinda. Like, I'm sad she's gone, but she needed the time to get herself right. I mean, she's one of my favorites.
Let's give her a break, but I need her back. Okay.
Oh, give her like a season off, refresh.
Yes.
Like, take in more water.
I feel like you, Shannon, and I, we've been saying this. We need a hiatus.
And also, she needs a break from those women because those women aren't really her friends. Because if they were really her friends, they would have taken her aside a long time ago. Like, look, this is what you're going through. We're here for you. And you can tell they didn't do that.
Oh, she's going to come back too. I can't wait. We're going to see her come back. She's going to have a hot new man. She's going to have a glow up. She's going to come back and it's going to be a whole new Dorinda. She's just going to work on herself. And I see her coming back like 10 times better than ever. But Jamal, I do have a few others in the room. So I'm going to take you down. I'm going to bring you back up.
Sounds good.
All right. I also have Leslie in the room. I'm going to go ahead and start sounding off on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills 2 here in a few minutes. I want to bring Leslie up too. And also I have Simply Simone in the room. I have Shan Angela. I have a few people, so I got to get some names up here. And yeah, Leslie, what do you think?
Cheers.
I love that. Cheers. I have a Yeti.
Oh, I love it. I love Dorinda. I actually like her. I like the fact that she's so real. She's probably the most legit New Yorker on that whole cast, because she's just like, no, you did this, and I don't like that, and my hair is crazy.
No, you're great.
No, like, she's the realest. Really, that's really bothering me. She's like the realest one out of all of them.
Here.
I don't know.
Here. You're okay. I'll make myself look bad, so you look good.
So I don't, like, I really like her. I don't think that there's anything wrong with her. Maybe she asked for too much money. She doesn't need the money because she's one of the housewives that has the most money, correct?
Yeah.
You can correct me on that, or because I don't.
She is, especially for New York. She's one of the I don't know the highest paid housewives, but I think would say she is probably one of the wealthiest New York housewives at the moment.
Yeah, well, she acts in it. Like, she has all these properties. I mean, like, she doesn't need the show. She bursted on there. She got some recognition for whatever, and now she has a platform to develop her other brands. She branded herself, which is really what she wanted to be on the show for, I think. And now everybody needs to be scared when that NDA runs out if they don't sign her back. I would be interested to see what she has to say when that NDA runs out, because she's not stupid enough to break it.
Unless they started sending cease and desist, because housewives love sending cease and desists.
I don't know. There's a lot of ways to get around that. She's a very intelligent woman. I think she can. I'd be interested to see what she has to say. Again, because I can't stand Ramona. Honestly, she makes me sick.
Oh no! If I had to pick between Ramona, Lou, and Sonia going, damn, this one's really hard for me. But Ramona's such a staple to the brand. It's like, without kind of cuckoo kachoo Ramona, I know if Pops was watching this right now, he would be like, Ramona, crazy eyes. Like, he lives for the kind of chaos that she brings. I feel like she brings chaos.
Brand, but she's also a blemish. Like, she's like a zit on a forehead. It's a car crash you can't look away from. Like, seriously.
Okay, that's fair. All right, Leslie, I'm going to bring up a few other names, and stay down. I'll end up bringing you up in a few.
Okay, I'm just going to switch my clothes to dry.
Cheers. She's awesome. No, you don't. You guys can come on here looking however you like. You never look bad. Grandma Scary, thank you so much for the super sticker. And also Sweet Savings, thank you so much for the super sticker. I really appreciate it, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up Simply Simone and see what we think here.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm giving you full bonnet right now. It's almost like 10 o'clock where I am.
I know everybody better stop apologizing to me for how they look on here. I swear, I come on here looking like a zombie in the morning. You can come on here however you want. Everybody looks great.
Oh my goodness, thank you. Yeah. But yeah, I kind of was upset when I heard Dorinda was leaving. She was one of my favorites this season, and I was kind of low-key hoping for Ramona to go, because she's not exactly like my favorite. Because with New York, I only turned in the last couple of seasons. I'm mostly watching Atlanta, but I gave New York a chance. And I really like Dorinda and Leah, but I do agree with you. Bravo's doing a whole revamp in 2020. We saw it with Beverly Hills, and then Atlanta's trying it. And then, I feel like OG-ness needs a whole revamp in general. And I feel like with New York, they might do what they did with Beverly Hills and bring in a person of color just to kind of shake it up a little bit.
I would love that. They were also talking about potentially bringing in Kimora Lee Simmons. So you never know. You never know.
That's a good one, because Kimora doesn't back down from a fight.
And she's so reality TV, Brett. Like, she's so shaped for it that it would be perfect. She would come in and there's no like, oh, you need a first season to kind of get your bearings. No, she would come in just like all the way across.
Absolutely.
Give me your apple. Give me your apple.
Has a fan base just from reality TV to her fashion line. She can bring an audience that New York probably hasn't had in like a while. So I hope it's true that she's joining the show.
You never know. And before Simply Simone, before I drop you down to bring on a few more callers, we haven't really sounded off a whole lot on the Below Deck, Malia and Tom. Have you been watching it or no?
I haven't tuned into Below Deck. The only time I see anything related to that is with OMG Reality TV on Instagram when they're posting clips. I'm mostly watching Real Housewives and Married to Medicine on Bravo.
All right. Well, then stay around, and then before we go, we'll end up bringing you up, and I have a big announcement at the end, so stick around.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Of course. All right, guys, before I start taking more callers, I'm going to go ahead and continue on with the rest. I want to cover the last topic, which is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills mess. We get the finale this week. So obviously, this is an awesome week. I love a good finale, especially when it's Beverly Hills, Atlanta, or New York City. Sometimes New Jersey, depending. And of course, Giselle's already spoiled Potomac this year because the finale is like literally the whole season with Michael Darby being confronted with the whole cheating scandal in hotel and all of this other stuff. But we'll save that for another Super Bravo Tuesday as we get closer. But this is going to be the best. So we see that the confrontation is coming to a head and we're coming to an end. Denise and Brandi are supposed to kind of face off. This is where production would expect them to face one another and resolve the conflict, I guess. Denise is a no-show. She's not going to show up and have Brandi completely defame her. Unfortunately, Brandi has branded herself, and I didn't mean to do that whole alliteration thing with the B&B, but Brandi has branded herself as unstable and unreliable. And when I say that, I mean she's such a loose cannon. They even showed back with the snippet back when she starts talking about Dorit's kids, when she talks about Adrian's family. She just throws daggers and sees what sticks to the wall. So obviously, Brandi, Denise isn't going to show up for that. She's a celebrity. You guys have to remember, she dated Charlie Sheen. She was with Mario Lopez. She's dated so many celebrities. She's been on magazines. She's way above the housewife status of what a housewife is. She's been around so much longer. It's just a different kind of celebrity. She's not going to show up to have Brandi take everything away from her, especially when she already has Charlie ripping her name through the mud. You know what I mean? I don't know. You guys saw it. There was a tweet that surfaced that said, I went shopping for some jewelry. Jewelry was spelled wrong, which I just thought that she was drinking and tweeting. And I came across a diamond. When I saw that, I kind of got excited. And I hate to say this, but I got excited for the simple fact that if Brandi comes back, we have the drama. This season, Brandi didn't even have a diamond and she was the drama. So why not give her the diamond that she deserves? She's literally carrying the season on her back. And I'm not saying it's in the cleanest way. This has definitely been super messy. Lisa Rinna's to blame. Brandi's to blame. I feel kind of bad for Denise, even though that she signed up for it and is getting paid the highest contract. So I don't feel bad for that because I would love $4 million too. But Brandi's playing the game and the whole season's riding on that. If Brandi didn't mention this whole Denise hookup this season, I don't know what storyline would have been the main storyline. I mean, it was bad enough the last season before that when they used the whole Dorit storyline. Kyle, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to talk about that. But this season, there would have been nothing. What, Erica going and being on Chicago? That's not a storyline. Garcelle's interesting and she's great. She adds a new flair. But her breakup to Michael and him cheating on her, that's not a huge storyline. Nobody's really that interested in Kyle and Teddy, and everyone's over Dorit's accent. I think it's about time that if Bravo Melee is going to keep going around like a tornado through all of the franchises, let's hit Beverly Hills. Let's start yanking out some names and adding some new faces because this is kind of getting a little bit old for us and boring. And Beverly Hills is one of the most iconic shows to the franchise. So we have to keep them around. Who else do we have in here? I have a few other callers. I have Dagmar in the room, Haley. I have some callers. This is going to be great. Before I do, Garcelle ended up signing up for The Real. A lot of you guys were messaging me and asking me, is Garcelle going to end up moving to New York City? Guys, The Real's not shot in New York City. It's actually shot at Warner Brothers Studios right here in Burbank Studios. Or Burbank, not Burbank Studios, but Burbank. So in Los Angeles, if you don't know where Burbank is. Garcelle's not going anywhere. She's around and Denise is coming back. The question is, who's coming back with them? I have my own theories. You guys have heard me on Sherelle's World. I think that we're going to have a former OG. Can't say who it is. You guys know who I'm talking about. And if you don't, sound off in the comments. Sound off on who that OG would be to come back and join Denise, join Garcelle to take out Kyle, Teddy, and Lisa Rinna. Think about who that OG would be. comment below because, you know, you guys are going to go nuts over this. I'm going to go ahead and click another invite because you guys are saying post the link, and I'm going to start bringing up some callers. All right. Hi, Kiki. How are you?
Hi.
Thank you for calling again.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Of course.
By the way, you said my name greatly. I forgot that I had a different name in there, so thank you.
If I ever butcher it, just correct me. I won't get offended.
Oh no, you said it great.
Okay.
You're one of the few people that do, so appreciate
Good.
it.
Good.
What do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about who do you think is gonna come back next season for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Do you know the OG I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
What's the name?
LVP.
You said it. I didn't say it. You said it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I don't know if she would come back unless they kick out Kyle. I don't think she cares about Teddy, but Kyle and Lisa Rinna, I don't think she will come back, and she doesn't need to come back.
That's possible too. I mean, you never know.
But
I want to put it out there in the universe. Who knows? I just want to.
Yeah.
I need a shakeup for Beverly Hills. I'm getting bored with it.
Oh, me too. Me too. But if she does come back, she's gonna be like the Denise of Beverly Hills. Like she will be the queen of the show, and it's gonna be surrounded around her.
So you think that it's gonna be all daggers? You're right.
From her to everybody else, and it's gonna hit everybody.
You're right. It would probably take the attention off of Denise. That's
right. I have a feeling she'll be in Denise's side.
Kiki, you might be onto something.
And she's just gonna put everybody. Yeah, she'll put everybody in their place. Like, mind your own business. Who cares if she did? Who cares if she didn't? It's none of your business. If she's okay with it, her husband's okay with it, just let it go. It's their own private life. You don't need to keep talking about it. Oh, because here, and she did this magazine, and she did these movies. So what? That's her life. That's what she does. Respect that. Everybody else has done their own thing. Why are you so concentrated in that? And why does everybody need to talk about it? Everybody has their little skeletons in the closet. It doesn't mean that I'm going to share it with all my new friends because they're brand new. Denise just came in. I'm not going to share my private life with you. And if you heard something about me, being Denise now, as Lisa Rinna and Garcelle stood up for her, and I'm very proud for that. Because that's what a friend should do. But everybody else that has been her friend for 20 plus years just like wanted her to talk about it even more, and just come up with the truth and just say it, own it. Like, no, she doesn't need to own it. Just like Erica said. Yeah, just like Erica said, you don't need to explain yourself. Whether you did or you didn't, nobody else needs to know.
I appreciate you chiming in. I'm going to go ahead and bring up a few other callers, and we're going to start dissecting these topics. I love that. And if you want to stick around, and I'll bring you up at the end.
Cool.
All right. Go ahead and drop you down. And guys, I appreciate you guys calling in. Oh, I messed up my hair for you guys, trying to make you feel good about coming on here. If you felt like your hair was messed up, Leslie, now I look all cockeyed. Thank you. But I wanted to go ahead and bring up a few other people. Actually, this is kind of funny because I have Haley in the room. I'm excited about Haley calling. Guys, again, 319 in the room. Everyone like this video. It helps us tremendously. Let's get more people in here and more people to call. If you need me to drop the link again, I'll do it. And I'll start taking callers back to back to back, and we'll rotate you guys through. Funny thing is, I have Haley. I can see everybody down in the waiting room. In her profile photo, I thought she's been hunched over the whole time staring at me. So I thought that was so interesting. Haley, I thought you were just sitting there staring at me.
No, that's just my avatar. That's a still picture of myself. Anyhow, this is what I want to say. I never disliked LVP. I've always seen her for who she was, and the things that people accused her for. But I never disliked her. I just felt that, she was like playing the game. But then when I realized that the other people when she left, the other people are doing it too, and then doing it a lot nastier than she ever did, then I would be so happy if she comes back and take down those I want her to go after Kyle first, and then and when Kyle is gone, of course, Teddy will just blow away in the wind. And then after that, I want her to go after Lisa Renna. And then
Honestly, I
afterward,
don't see Teddy coming back. I really don't, because even with, you know how like we just watched Eva on this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she was going through her pregnancy and she didn't really bring a whole lot. And sure, Teddy's kind of the mouthpiece to what brought this drama to the table, but Lisa's the one who has now picked up that bone that was put on the table, and she's picked it up and now she's running with it. So she's kind of taken that away from Teddy because she's not really strong or profound enough on the show to really carry the weight and carry that kind of that drama all the way through. She needs to pass it on. She can't hold it.
and then did you see her online bragging that she carried the season? Teddy was doing that. I'm saying this woman is delusional.
She's you said it.
But Bravo always wait until they buy a new house, and then they have this heavy mortgage, and then Bravo fires them.
Oh.
But because that happened with Eva too. But I'm not saying that that's a design. I'm just just being silly. But I would really, really, really be happy if LVP comes back. She doesn't need the money, of course, but just come back and just stick it to those evil, evil people. I don't care whether or not Denise slept with Brandi, but this ganging up and piling on her, it was just so wrong. And whenever anybody does that to anybody, I automatically root for the underdog. It's just cruel and it's just wrong,
That's fair, Haley. That's fair. I appreciate you in your opinion. I have a few other people calling in who are about to just go nuts on this topic. I can see it in the room. I see Dee downstairs, and she's getting ready for this. So, Haley, thank you for calling in, and yeah, I appreciate the opinion.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dee. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you up. I have a space in here. I just want to take a second, guys, because all of you guys were sounding off about Pops because I posted a special video on Saturday. Everybody saw me get super nuts and emotional. I swear I keep kind of saying I was like the revolving door at the Plaza Hotel of emotions. I'm crying. He's staring at me like I'm off the wall because the man has gone through Vietnam and he's just like seen it all. He's like, I don't have time for you crying over here. But honestly, with everything that this man has been through, he's still the sweetest, most genuine guy in the world. So I thought it was great. I thought all of the overwhelming outpour in the response to Pops was nuts. And I wanted to do something special for Pops. So I do still have a big announcement for the end of this video. I'm going to give you a clue before we get through the video. It does pertain to Pops, and Pops is watching this video right now. I did see that you tried to call in, Pops, a couple of times with Anne Cherie looking at the iPad. Try calling in again, and I'll bring you in. Last night, Pops fell, guys. When I left for the fires, Pops was in the pantry and fell over. And we're not going to sit here and say, oh, no, what happened? Because Pops is a strong guy. He just picked himself up and he's like, that damn pantry. We're not going to sit here and give him, oh, Pops. He's on it. So he's watching the video. He's not letting it bring him down. And again, Aunt Cherie and Pops, if you're watching this, call in because I have a special announcement at the end and I'm super excited for it. But before we get there, we still have a few minutes, maybe 20 on this Super Bravo Tuesday. I want to bring up a few more people. Let's see. Dee, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
I just want to say that I think it's so wonderful that you got to spend some time with Pops and just connect, and also that you invited us into what that was like for you. That's really personal, and I'm sure something you probably thought about, and I've appreciated that. So I hope you had a great time.
Oh, it was the best time. And it's so weird. I can't explain it to anybody. And it's interesting. I was talking with Pops and the whole family. And one of the family members was like, it's weird because you guys just met and you're like two kindred spirits. Mm-hmm. I'm like in tune with the guy. And we love all of the same things, except he's kind of like a hard AWS. Like he's on it and like a man's man. And I'm over here still like ordering my vanilla frappuccinos. Maybe we're different in that way, But you know what I mean?
Well, that's okay. I mean, that's family. Yeah. And it's kind of fun to see what you may have inherited or what's different. It's important.
Yeah.
I'm glad your mom had that.
I appreciate that, Dee. I appreciate that. And as for any of the Beverly Hills, Malia White, Below Deck, Aisha coming back, Dorinda leaving.
Oh
Do you
gosh.
have anything that you want to sound off on?
Well, Dorinda leaving. I'm sad about Dorinda leaving because she really brought a lot to the show. So I'm not sure exactly who they're going to bring on. I would love for them to bring on Kimora Lee Simmons. I do think they need to add some people of color to that cast, to the New York cast. It's really needed. So I don't know. I'm surprised they decided Dorinda and not maybe ask Ramona to not come back. But
I would have thought they would have canned Lou, because even though Ramona is a lot, she still brings the drama, and she's still, it's almost like Gisela Potomac. She's not afraid to just dive in there and get dirty. And you still need someone like that. Even though you love to hate them, you still need them.
Yeah, I'm wondering what they're going to do. And then for Beverly Hills, Garcelle, is she just not going to be on it because now she's going to co-host the Real Talk show?
I don't see that, because Garcelle and I feel like Garcelle and Denise have already made a pact that they're not coming back without each other. And the Real is right there in Burbank. So I don't think that, I mean, we remember Denise she's a soap opera actress. Mm-hmm. Eileen was a soap opera actress. Erica's still traveling for Chicago. Kyle's still traveling and producing shows, even though they didn't stick. You know, she's still trying. And I feel like they all, no, that wasn't shade, but they all have I swear that wasn't shade. Everybody except Brandi has something going on. So I feel like they just would, you know, I think Garcelle can handle it. And I think it makes her even more prominent on the show, because now she's on 2 networks. She's on 2 different shows.
Yes. I hope that she decides to stay, because she's really brought some energy to the show. This season has been, let's just be honest, this season has been amazing. I mean, the storyline has been.
I just feel it's Denise and Brandi's show this season.
It was, but we needed something. I mean, I don't know what we've been watching the last several seasons, but nothing has really been going on in Beverly Hills. And I've heard that it's rated really, really well this season. So
I'm curious, do you think that I wish I could have seen the paycheck that Bravo gave Brandi for carrying this much weight and delivering seriously, because without, like, I can't say certain things, but I know sometimes, you know, obviously some of these people can be underpaid, and it's so interesting because you're throwing all of this out there and into the point where you feel like she's at the table at the Capri room and these women are like, what? Like, how do we know this? And Erica's like, I believe her. And Dorit's like, I'm sorry, I don't believe you. And she's like, I sucked her, bitch. And it's like,
I know.
And then,
much. I don't know. What do you think they pay them? A couple $1,000 just to? Probably $15,000 or something.
Oh, she gets probably $15,000 per cameo per episode.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she might have gotten, let's say 3-4 episodes, maybe reunion. Let's say 5 episodes total with confessionals and everything. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. She might have gotten a nice. I don't think it would have quite been 6 figures, but she could have gotten a nice 5-figure paycheck. And she's not still selling Don't Text and Drive or whatever. Don't tweet and drive. So
what was that? Don't tweet and drive.
Yeah, she had that book that she was doing as a housewife. It was like, don't drink and text, or don't tweet and drink, or I don't know, it was something. But yeah. But Dee, I have a few other callers in the room. Okay. I'm going to start bringing more people up and wrapping this up towards the end. But stay on if you want to, and then I'll bring you up at the end.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right. Thanks, Dee. All right. I have Shan in the van. Shan, how are we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. All right.
Gonna keep it.
Oh, you're ready. What topic do you want to go on first?
Any guesses?
Beverly Hills?
No, Below Deck.
Below Deck. Oh, the Malia Tom?
So they've totally broken up 100%. They don't fit at all. So I believe that they have broken up. But I think we need to give like a super round of applause for Alex. I want Alex as my buddy. He was doing dishes. He was cleaning rooms. He was a belly dancer. He was working on the deck. He was avoiding the drama.
And I'm noticing already that Alex and Bugsy's bond is getting strong enough to potentially carry to another season.
Oh, see, I have a theory. I'm thinking Aisha's energy with Alex's positivity could end up making Bugsy jealous.
That could happen too. And now Bugsy has the reins. And we already see on the next episode, which is true, we get excited about it because Captain Sandy's like, this is Bugsy, the chief stew. And she's like, oh, hey, that's who you are. And Aisha, we've met her. She's a little like all over the place, just fun loving, but kind of like, and Captain Sandy's like, yeah, that's your chief stew. And I'm like, oh, here we go. It's starting already.
Right? It's going to be good. And then my last comment so that you can get more callers in is, why do you think that Dorinda announced now? Usually it's after the reunion and they're starting to sign contracts that they announce who's not coming back. Why now?
Because I feel like I don't think that, honestly, I'm not buying that this was Dorinda's decision. The Bravo always gives you the opportunity to do an amicable split and split off from the network and kind of say, listen, I've had my fun run. It's been amazing, but it's not, I've had a fun ride and great memories, nothing bad. But I feel like if they told Dorinda, listen, you're not going to work out, especially after reunion, and we'll see what happens. She might have just said, clamp, fine, then I'm announcing it myself. You know what? I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with NBC. I'm done with Bravo. No, screw that. I've done a lot for you. Can you see it? And she gets like aggressive, like drunk, and she's like, I've been there for you, Bravo. I've done it for you, Bravo. I made it nice. Yeah, I made it nice, and I'm not waiting for you to announce it.
Got it. Thank you, Savant. I know you're not Savant Jamal, so we need a new name for you because you're a level up from a Savant.
Well, Shan, I have a few other people who called in the room, so I'm going to go ahead and bring some more up. And yeah, of course. Pops is watching. Pops is watching. We're going to end up getting him at the end because I have a big announcement. So he's down in the room. Pops, I see you. He's made it into the room. Stay on, Pops, because I'm going to be watching for you. He's waving at me. He's waving. I see you, Pops. I see you. He just said, oh, he can see me. I got this down to a science. Kindred spirits, don't forget it, okay? We got it. Before I bring up Pops, because Pops is going to be the highlight of the end of my episode. And also, wait, I think I just got a message by... Are you still on? Oh, Faces by Bravo just said that they can call in. Yes, you can call in. Now, please let me know. Please let me know if you need the link again. Please let me know if you need link again. Because I want you guys to meet Steve. He's like a Bravo historian. He knows his Bravo stuff, just like I know my Bravo stuff. And it's fun to bring on new, insightful people. But since Steve's going to be calling in, I guess, why don't we just make our announcement now? Let's make our announcement now. Okay, Pops, I'm about to bring you on. You're down below, okay? Pull the camera up to your face. He's got it up to his face, but we don't need to... Like this, Pops. So we're not looking up your nose. Now you're upside down, Pops. You're upside right. I'm bringing him up. I love this guy. Pops, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you, hon?
I'm good. Did you miss me?
I miss you. I missed the minute you drove off. Hey, I want to tell you something.
Go ahead.
Malia knows what karma is.
You're covering the camera, Pops.
I hope Malia knows what karma is.
Oh, I think Malia just saw karma, Pops.
I didn't know they split up.
Yep.
Friend.
Yep, her and the boyfriend. You can't move the iPad so much, Pops.
Put your hands down, Jim.
Aunt Cherie.
Hands down, Jim.
Yeah. It's all right. And then, Pops, so have you been watching this whole episode?
Yes.
All right, guys, so...
I just didn't know how to click on to get you. I kept doing something wrong.
Well, no, I appreciate you calling in, Pops, because I was worried about you being safe or whatnot. And before, Pops, I'm going to bring on somebody, and you love Bravo so much. I know you do. He's a Bravo historian, and his name is Steve, but that's not his page name. His page name is not Bravo Historian. He runs the page Faces by Bravo that has over 100,000 followers. He has a true insight on everything Bravo, and he runs also a YouTube channel called But Now We Said It. So we're going to bring him on. It's going to be exciting. But, Pops, tonight we have a special announcement about you. Are you ready for it?
This isn't about me falling in the pantry, is it?
No, it's not about you falling in the pantry, Pops. We just wanted you. No, we're happy that you feel good. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to bring you on one time a week for a special 15 to 20-minute segment where you get to talk with me about 2 of your favorite shows and 2 things that you hate about those shows. That way we can have a little bit of controversy on the show, and it's going to be called Popping Off on Pop Culture with Pops. Can you do that with me?
Yeah, you sure the people want to hear me?
I feel like the overwhelming support, people want to hear you.
Well, let's give it a shot.
All right, we'll give it a shot. So guys, if you guys support that, go ahead and sound off in the comments. We're going to go ahead and order Pop some equipment. I'm going to get back up to Northern California. Screw those fires. We're going to get back up there to Pops. I'm going to set up a camera for you. We're going to get you set up, and we're going to have a special segment weekly, one time a week, and you and I are going to pop off on pop culture. All right, Pops?
All right. Hey.
All right.
Hey,
I love you, Pops. I'm going to call you after this.
Say hi to Jamal for me.
All right, I'll say hi to Jamal.
All right, I love you.
I love you too. Bye, Pops.
Bye. I hope I get this right.
This is going to be so fun, guys. I can't wait till he's on here. Pops, I'm dropping you down.
All right, I love you.
Love you too. Guys, we have 330 in the room, 321, whatever it is. I'm about to bring up Steve. What an exciting time. And now I just announced it. So there it is.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Steve, what's up?
Hey,
wow,
sorry
you have
for
a party there.
Yeah, Steve quickly was like, oh, I have 24 hours for this.
No, guys, I honestly appreciate you guys calling in. I know that you guys were filming, but now we said it. But that's awesome, guys. I appreciate you. There's a whole, I didn't know there was a whole party.
Yeah, we got all of us.
Yeah, you guys aren't going through a pandemic over there, huh?
Whoa.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Listen, we're safe. We're safe. We're tested, all that stuff. So we're good.
All right. Well, Steve, so for some of those who don't know you, you run this Instagram page called Faces by Bravo, and you're like a little Bravo love in yourself. You hang out with the Housewives, you do the interviews. Yeah. Can you give us a little bit of your background and just tell us where you're from and who you guys are?
I'm like, well, he's a dumb bitch. So I started Faces by Bravo 2 years ago, just sort of as like a hobby and outlet for my love of Bravo, because I figured, bottomless brunch can't be my only hobby, and this was a perfect fit. But yeah, so it just kind of like took off unexpectedly, and I'm just going with the flow. I found these guys. We became friends through, we're not friends, we're just coworkers.
They're not claiming you, Steve.
Yeah, I know, bitches. But it's okay. I won't claim them either. I know. I'm sorry. No, we basically decided to start the Now We Said It, where it's kind of like a Housewives talk show. We have such different opinions on everything Housewives, so it's kind of like The View, where we get to all get our viewpoints out and sort of hash it out. The Housewives Talk Shit Show. There you go.
Well, then, if I'm talking to the guys who are doing the Housewives Talk Wives show, what do we think about Dorinda's exit then? I know that you just got off a show, and that's why we got you at a later time, and you might have just covered this. So I'm curious what you guys think.
We're actually about to talk about this, but who wants to go first? I've got it. I'm that as well.
We have so many conflicting emotions. At one point, we really fucking love Dorinda. At another point, we really can't stand her. But then also have some things as to why. Shut the fuck up.
Don't. That was
your channel or no?
So
no, you're okay.
I'm very upset that she's gone. I think I've been spiraling all day, to be honest, because Dorinda she's a staple at this point. Did she have a hard season? Absolutely. She's done a lot of things that were really hard to watch, but I was expecting next season to be her redemption season. She comes back refreshed, figured things out a little bit, and I was just like, I don't know. I was really surprised and shocked.
So do you think Bravo gave her the benefit of the doubt and kind of let her split amicably with that kind of great, sweet farewell? Or do you think that she was just like, no, I quit?
So I think because of the timing. Think about this. We haven't even gotten to the finale yet. We haven't even got the reunion. Nobody ever quits like this unless they're quitting like a mid-season, right? And for me, that makes me feel like maybe she was fired, but at the same time, they wanted to give her this opportunity to quit on her own so that they could quit amicably and hopefully she can come back in the future.
Keep the repair relationship, keep it safe.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my.
No, I want to hear this guy in the back. What is he about to say?
No, I was gonna say, like, I actually wasn't as thrown by it, and even though like I love Dorinda, I never ever go based off of like what one season is, or especially the recent season, because you have this people on Twitter that are like, oh my god, Dorinda's awful, and they're all calling for her to leave, and then today they're like, oh my god, I can't believe she left, and the ones are like gutted, and it's like, Christ, it's just you have to acknowledge someone's had bad season, and that's what it is. But you look at her body of work, and she's watched a lot. But I still, for whatever reason, just not super thrown. I think I would have been really thrown had they ixnayed one of the three OGs. Because we've seen several amazing seasons without Dorinda. We haven't seen those seasons without Sonia for most of them.
Well, and then guys, I'm curious. Do you think that we're gonna end up losing one of the three, I guess, OGs to us, Lou, Ramona, or Sonia, as well as Dorinda this season, or do you think that's too much?
Too much.
I think Sonia will be demoted. So Brenda.
I believe that everybody is back this season, other than Dorinda, obviously. I think so, at least. That is what I've heard. I don't know if that's fully true, but I believe that's what's going to happen.
Okay, and then since I have you guys on here, I'm curious. Obviously, we have the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills finale this week, which is going to be amazing, and Brandi shows up again. We obviously know what's going to happen the rest of this season and the finale, right? So what do you think is going to happen when we come back next season? Who's coming back?
So I have a Teddy Mellencamp. This is the one Teddy Mellencamp stand right here.
Oh no!
No.
I honestly think Denise will be back. There's a lot of speculation that she won't, but I think she's gonna come back for her, understand like how the game works, and really deliver and be the actress that she
Who's your
is.
source, Malcolm? Brandi Glanville. I think Erica and Theodore Mellencamp will be out.
I was gonna say, I think Teddy absolutely will be gone. Erica, we were talking about this recently. I feel like oddly Erica's getting this almost like Tinsley-like departure right now. The whole like, I'm getting on a plane going to New York to perform on Broadway. It almost feels like they're wrapping up her story. And it's like it feels like she knows it too, kind of deal. And I think maybe this is her last season.
Do you think we have the potential to bring back an OG?
Yeah, I hope so.
I want Kim back.
Kim? Out of all the OGs, you pick Kim?
Kim is literally the reason why this show.
Adam.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adam.
Thank you.
We love Kim. Kim is on our show. Kim is one of the most underrated housewives.
People like to give like LVP and Kyle the like title of making Beverly Hills successful. Kim Richards was she was the one that literally created all of the drama for the first 5 seasons. And then they bring her back every season except season 8.
Who else in their second season was
to be a friend?
I would like.
Okay, that's interesting. And
Sorry,
a lot of people don't know this about you, then, Steve. One of your biggest connections to the Housewives, and I think I've talked to Bronwyn. You're friends with Bronwyn, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, and you guys hang out with her. I think you guys have gone on vacation with her, or at least you have, Steve, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I saw the photo of you and her husband in heels.
Yes, we actually. There's this season. You'll see. Her son is diving into drag for the first time, and so I've done drag. I usually do drag at least once a year. And if you follow my Instagram, I do a lot of budget drag, reenacting Housewives.
What is budget drag?
I basically don't do any like makeup or anything. I just
I
just put a wig on and like reenact, our Housewives.
So you keep the beard and you're just like, listen, I'm not going the whole night.
When I
Okay.
do legit drag, that's like a once a year type deal.
Okay.
But anyway, the son is getting into drag for the first time this year, so we did a big drag day for him. You'll get to see him in all of his glory this coming season.
That's awesome. And obviously you can't ruin anything for us for the Orange County Housewives. And before we end up starting to wrap this up, because we did hit an hour, I do want to ask you guys before I drop you down and start saying goodbye to everybody, are we excited about Salt Lake City or no?
So excited.
I'm so excited about that.
Yes, I think the cast is super diverse. They're super rich. I think there's going to be that mix of like, we're expecting a lot of the Mormon culture to be there, as well as non-Mormon culture.
I'm just expecting money.
And then money.
And hot, like these hot young girls.
Oh,
And
and I already have my 3 favorite housewives. I already have them picked out. Jen Shaw, she's already, oh yeah. Her eccentric behaviors, her outfits. Did you just see her? She just posted a photo. Her waist looks this big.
Yes.
Yeah. Whitney Rose. I think her husband's getting indicted, and they just did. Yeah, her husband's getting indicted for something about her business fraud, and they just did the kiss of death because they renewed their vows on the new season. Which that's going to be goodbye. And then Meredith Marks, because she's a celebrity jewelry designer and she's very kind of posh, so I feel like she's good. She's also friends with Jen Shaw and Lisa Barlow, the one who owns the Vita Tequila. So I think this is going to be good.
So Lisa Barlow, I believe their family is Mormon, but own a tequila company, which I think is kind of iconic because Mormon culture does not believe in drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
So kind of amazing.
Well, they believe in making money, so.
Yeah, totally. And then you said Jen Shaw. Allegedly, I heard that she broke a windshield during a fight, which sounds incredible. And then Karen Cosby was upgraded to a full-time housewife.
Which one was that?
So she's the one that there's a lot of talk of her allegedly marrying her grandfather.
Oh my God. You got to make Salt Lake City weird for us before we see it?
What's that?
I said you already have to make Salt Lake City weird for us before we see it?
I mean, it'll be worth it. I think it'll be good.
I'm just looking forward to seeing polygamy brought to
More what?
Polygamy.
More polygamy? I don't know. Are there any polygamists?
There's going to be a friend of that has like some weird story of all the secrets.
Wait, who?
I said there's going to be. Maybe.
Okay. All right, guys. Guys, I know that you're about to do a show, and I appreciate you guys calling in. I'm not going to keep your time. Thank you, guys. And next time, call in anytime.
Awesome.
Los Angeles.
Oh, you're here?
Yeah, I'm literally, yes, I am right here. Steve, I have a feeling, do you know, I'm going to DM you because we know a few of the same people, so I'll message you.
Yeah, message me. And you'll need to come on our show sometime.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, don't tempt me with a good time.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Guys, what a fun group. We ran over in time, 326 in the room. We had a big announcement to make tonight. We're popping off on Pop Culture with Pops. I know he's going to be so excited. And who knows, you never know if I can end up getting some celebrity guest to come in and surprise him. You saw how excited he got when Hannah called in, and I still have a few cards left up my sleeve. You know, I can make some connections too, so who knows what's to come. I'm super excited about this. Before I go ahead and say goodbye to everybody, it's only right and respectful for everyone who stayed in the room to at least, I'm going to just do a quick kind of roulette, give everybody 20 seconds to say goodbye and say what their favorite part of tonight was. Let's do that. Tonight's favorite part of the show, I'm just going to go through. So as I call you up, it could be so random. Get ready. 20 seconds and go. Leslie?
20 seconds popping off of Pops. That's
popping off with Pops?
It's brilliant. It's so smart. Oh my God, you're going to bring in a whole new demographic. I'm so excited for it.
And I didn't even say this, guys. And I didn't even tell Pops because we had Faces by Bravo come in and I was trying to get everything in. 330 in the room. I'm going to call Pops and find out what is his favorite charity that gives back to all the vets. And we're going to give 100% of whether it's donations, ads,
Literally,
Huh?
Wounded Warrior. Wounded Warrior.
Wounded Warrior. Okay,
It's
I'm gonna
the
call
one that
Pops.
does everything that like does housing for them and everything else. They're like the most legit.
And
they're
then
actually
every
run by
popping
the
off
army.
with Pops. That's Leslie, that's perfect. And then all the donations, whether it doesn't matter if it's $1, if it's $1 million. Of course, $1 million helps a
And I
lot more.
know
But
Wounded
you
Warrior
know, like
can
whatever.
for you. Message me.
Okay, I'll message you.
Because I
And
have somebody that works with that organization that I know from years ago.
thank you, Leslie. And thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Oh, bye.
Bye. All right, guys, so 20 seconds. I'm dropping you down. I have 3 more to rotate through the room. Everybody has kind of popped out of the call. Kiki, go ahead.
Hi guys. Well, I just wanted to say good night, and I hope to see you. And this is my son. He just wanted to say hi.
Hi.
And I just wanted to say thank you for having me, and I'm looking forward to Bravo next Tuesday because there's so many things to talk about still. This whole Dorinda thing, this Malia and Tom thing, and Alex. I agree with Shan about Alex not getting enough credit because he was great. And there's so many things to still talk about. So if you do another live at this time, any time of the week, I'll be there. I just work in the morning, so I can't see you, and it's 10 o'clock over here. So, but
Well,
it's great.
I appreciate you calling in and your kind words, Kiki. And I do. You were so full of compliments tonight. I just have to give you a compliment back. If that's your son, and that obviously just shows how amazing of a mom you are because he's latched right onto you. And anytime I'm around my mom, I'm like the same thing. So you're obviously an amazing mom, and we're sending all the love towards you and your son.
He watches all the Bravo with me, and it's always commenting like, "Why is she doing this and why is she doing that?" I'm like, "Look over there."
You're like you'll know this in a few years. You pops and your son have to start a pillow talk.
Oh sure.
All right, Kiki, thanks for calling in.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, now I'm just going to go ahead and finish off the room. I have 2 more. D, you're up.
Hey.
What was your favorite part of the night?
Well, I loved, obviously, you telling us about Pops and you guys having a new show. That was great. But the funniest thing that happened tonight actually happened in our private chat, and it was when Jamal said that Teddy could be the step cousin to a friend of the show next season.
Oh, my gosh. Jamal with your shade. Jamal.
Yeah.
Jamal was probably waiting to. Jamal's not in the call right now, but Jamal was waiting to come back up for that moment. He was going to say that.
I know. I feel like he was. So I had to say it because it cracked me up. It was so funny.
Well, Dee, I appreciate you calling in and being a part of tonight. It's obviously super special because we made that huge announcement, and we have a big week. So, again, also, if you guys haven't applied, we have a big giveaway. And I think, again, I overshot it. I was trying to shoot for 50,000 views. Reaching for the stars over here. That's okay. But I'm not going to waste this. So sometime in September, I found this awesome site where I get to enter every single name who commented on the video. It's going to show you, and then I'm going to hold up the site where you guys can see it live, and it picks a winner. So it's going to be fun, and we do it the right way. There's no shams or nothing rigged. But thank you so much for calling, Dee. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you too.
Bye. Guys, before we go, let's see. Simply Simone, are you still here?
Oh, yeah, I'm still here.
All right.
First of all, thank you for having me. Second of all, my favorite part was the announcement about Pops. I feel like he's going to give awesome commentary. Also, Jamal in the chat about Teddy being the step cousin to someone on the show.
Oh my gosh, I can't with Jamal. And did you see Pops? Shout out to Jamal. Pops loves Jamal.
Oh goodness, that's so cool. But yeah, there's like a little theory that I have, like possibly since an OG is coming back, that might be Teddy's replacement because you did say she's kind of on the path of where Eva was.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. All right, Simply Simone, I appreciate you calling in. I love that everybody's favorite thing about tonight, or the highlight of the night, was the popping off with Pops on Pop Culture announcement. I think that's so exciting. Pops is going to come ready every week with notes. I'm telling you, this man is going to be on it. He's going to be like, oh, Ramona's acting like a psychopath this week. And he's going to come in with the commentary so hard. You should hear him on the couch. I had to filter him sitting next to him. So I'm curious what he's going to do. Yeah. When he came on, I posted it today on my Instagram. We were talking about Real Housewives of New York. And I said, what do you think about Ramona. And if you didn't watch it, he's like, well, I'm glad she got her crazy eyes fixed. And I'm like, no. He's just on it. He's on it. But Simply Simone, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course. Guys, what an exciting show. What a great night. Thank you so much, Steve, and all of the guys who stopped by from Faces by Bravo, and all of you guys who gave the super stickers and super chats. It was such an awesome night, so eventful, so many callers, and we had a big announcement. I can't wait because I have to call Pops and ask him, one, how did you fall in the pantry? And two, where are we setting up this camera in your house? Because you're going to be a star, dude. We're going to get you on the TV. He's so excited, and he's going to come ready. Thank you guys for all of the love and support. Please send all of your love and prayers to all of the people who are suffering right now with the hurricanes, the fires. People are going through really hard times right now. It's not just people, it's also animals too. So just keep your eyes and your heart open. You know what I mean? And this was such a great show. I'm going to sleep tonight. I am so exhausted. So I'm going to sleep. Good night, guys. I love you guys all so much. Thank you so much, Kiki Lee. Love talking to you. Thanks for having me and my son. We love you and your son. Love Pops. Glad we'll be seeing more of you. Thank you, Amy Davis, a.k.a. Big Red. She is so much energy. Actually, Big Red, just a shout out because when I got off earlier, my fiance was like, I love Big Red. She's on it. And my mom called me and watched the show, and she's like, I live for Big Red. And thank you, Alabama Camper, for the super sticker. You guys are all so sweet. Yeah, everybody except you, Jolene. We're 1,000 subscribers away from 10,000, which means we're opening this hair today after I messed it up for you, Leslie. We're opening a merch store. We're giving back to cyberbullying, and we're starting a new show with Pops that gives back to vets. Apparently, Wounded Warrior is the way to go. We're going to find out. I'm going to talk to Pops, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Beverly Hills. Bye, guys, except you, Jolene. And this is where it gets